Michael, this is an introduced species as I know it, the blackberry. Tell us about, look at it, tell us about.
Absolutely, yeah. So Blackberry Rubus fruticosus group. So this is essentially something that came in from Europe in the 1850s or 1830s, originally in Sydney, and into Melbourne and Victoria in the 1850s. Von Mueller, the then Victorian government botanist, had an idea that this would be a great species to help with erosion control on creek lines in and around Melbourne and Victoria. And so it was suggested that this would be used to be planted along those creek lines to hold it all together, and then it was. Unfortunately, it's such a vigorous plant and an aggressive weed that we've had major issues with this in Victoria ever since. Essentially, as you can see in the background here, this plant grows from large canes, and those canes bend over and then root at the point where they touch the ground, and they continue to move along the landscape. It does favour moist sites, especially along waterways, so it can be a real hazard for people trying to get to waterways or even stock accessing drinking water. It's spread primarily by birds and foxes and other small animals that distribute the seed through their droppings. It produces a berry, quite a large berry, as most people know what blackberries are. And yeah, it swamps out vegetation to the detriment of everything else. It's an issue because it harbours pest animals, so rabbits, hares, foxes all love to live in this stuff, as well as blackbirds, introduced blackbirds. They build their nests in amongst it. And yeah, it can really cause issues along the waterway because it has a damming effect on the waterway where the cane's sort of arching over, catching debris as it flows down, and then those debris piles can dam off sections, causing flooding events further upstream. So it can be an issue on a number of fronts there. So yeah.
And here, what?
Yeah, interestingly, what I've got here is a leaf containing a rust, a pathogen of blackberries, the blackberry rust, which had been released a number of years ago now into the greater landscape to help control the species. It's a biological control agent that it doesn't kill the plant, but it certainly reduces its vigour, and it helps to reduce the production of fruit to those levels that it's capable of. And you know, in a landscape such as this, where we've got a waterway here and along the Darebin Creek, everything that you can possibly do to get on your side is going to give you a little bit more of an edge. So even though it's only a small thing that just reduces the vigour, doesn't kill the plant, it enables the managers to get in and control the plant a bit quicker. So,
okay.
yep.
Yeah.